Hey, welcome back. So, yeah, yesterday was 4th of July. Took the family to see the fireworks. And tonight it is back to work. Can't say I'm very excited about that. Somehow I managed to get a cold. I probably sound like shit. It's okay because I feel like shit. So as we pull out here, I'm going to show you some interesting feature here on the Sync 3. It's a pretty cool little trick. Some people may think it's lame, stupid, pointless. However, I like it. And when something is so simple that you can do it by reading, 30 seconds worth of instructions, if that's fantastic in my opinion. So we're going to get on the road here. I don't know how well that exhaust sound comes through, but god damn, that sounds good. These 5.0s, I'm telling you, this motor, this truck, just awesome. Now I know there's all the EcoBoost lovers out there, and that's fine. If that's your thing, the turbos, they put out a lot of torque. I get it, and that's okay. But the naturally aspirated 5.0 302 Coyote V8, love it. So yeah, as I showed you in the first video, I did put a catback exhaust on it, and funny story how I got that. Actually, I basically paid half price for it. American Muscle, which now they have, I guess it's American, and the camera fell over. I guess now they have what's called American Truck. They put a thing on Facebook where they were asking for people to install exhaust, rate the instructions, shit like that, and then they will give you credit for 50% of the price of the exhaust. So I did have to pay full price up front, but then they gave me my 50% credit back. With that, I bought a bunch of other shit from them, and it works out good. So I got this exhaust. It's never been installed before, that they would have instructions. It didn't come with any instructions. I went to my friend who I met when I had a Jeep. His name's Wes, and Wes hooked me up with the exhaust. I mean, it was a pain in the ass because one of the pipes got bent during shipping, so it was out of round. We had to get a pipe expander, and yeah, it took way longer than what it should have just because of that, but holy shit, does it sound awesome. Wrote my instructions, took pictures, sent it back to American Muscle. They were like, yeah, hey, looks good, great, perfect. Now the exhaust is mine. It's not Flowmaster. You put a Flowmaster on this and Jesus Christ, you'd wake the dead. Especially the ATAC or whatever the hell it's called. I'm not into that. My exhaust is great at idle, great on startup, and that camera is really shaking. I hope it doesn't screw anything up, make this video look like crap. So it sounds great when you get on it, but there's no drone. The resonator's gone. It goes out of the catted Y, and then it goes into 3-inch straight pipe, and then from there it goes into the Gibson muffler, which is a 3-inch in, and then a dual 2.5-inch out, and then it goes dual from the muffler out to the rear passenger side, and both pipes come out right behind the rear tire. And the thing I love is there's no drone. I can get on the highway, set the cruise control, we're good to go. It gets loud under load, but when you let off, if you're going down a hill, it's silent. It's absolutely silent. You can't hear anything. Fantastic. And the fact that you may have seen a car seat in the back, yes, I do have a child, and I did not want anything that's going to drive my kid nuts sitting back there. It's not fair to my child, and there's just something about being a parent and having a young child that still needs to sit in a car seat that you don't need to blow their eardrums out with drone and exhaust. But she loves this truck. She always says, I want to go ride in Daddy's truck, so Daddy's truck's getting fixed up a little bit. As she gets older, yeah, I might switch exhaust. I don't know. I might do all kinds of stuff to this truck. The one thing I want to do in the near future is a leveling kit. And I never realized how bad the rake was until I took a picture of my truck sitting in the driveway. And from factory, the rake is unbelievable. And I get it, it's for towing purposes. You know, when you put a load on the back, you want the truck to ride level and drive level. I get that. But I don't tow 10,000 pounds on a regular basis. This truck was not bought for heavy duty towing. This truck was actually bought as our family vehicle, like a family car that you would think of. Kind of crazy that, you know, I did that, but there is so much room in the back, and with a tonneau cover, yeah, I don't have one yet, but with a tonneau cover, it's essentially like having a trunk back there in the bed. And I just, you know, talked to the wife, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. It's comfortable. It's four-wheel drive. It gets us around in the Pennsylvania winters, which can be shitty. Can be, not always. And it just works great. So, again, because I'm not going to be towing a lot, that's why I want a leveling kit. Bring that front end up a little bit, make it look a little more level, and go from there. If I decide to lift it in the future, yeah, okay, then I'll lift it. But $100 for a 2-inch leveling kit or whatever the hell it is, yeah, absolutely, we'll go with that. As long as, and I've read a lot of shit about this, as long as my CV angles and axles and all that kind of shit, I'm not a mechanic, in the front end is not messed up, because you start breaking shit. This truck's under warranty till it's 3 or 36, and then I got an extended warranty, 100,000 and 7 years, 100,000. So that's another reason I want to fuck with it, because I've got quite a ways to go yet on warranty. And if I start modifying all this shit and then warranty's not going to pay for it, then I'm out even more money fixing it. So it's kind of a fine line, you know. You need to determine at this point what things can you kind of do and get away with, and what things shouldn't you do, because you don't want to screw yourself out of a warranty. So, yeah, that's really all I want to talk about today. Just a little bit about the truck and how I ended up with it, and leveling kits, and I'll show you that cool thing with the Sync 3 in a little bit here, and we'll move on. So that 5.0 though, I'll tell you what, I'll wait till we start going up this hill here, and I'll put the windows down and see if we can hear a little bit of that 5.0 sing. Music to my ears. I just hope the sound comes through. We'll find out. Oh, the other thing with this exhaust, I laugh. Every time I go down a hill and let off the gas, it sounds like a freaking Jake brake. I don't know, it has to do with the downshifting of the truck, but it sounds like a Jake brake when I'm coming down a hill and let off the gas. Go. Alright, windows down. Let that car get a little distance. Here we go. Actually broke loose there. I didn't mean to, but whew, roads are a little wet. Broke the tires loose. I started to fishtail it just a little bit. Had to back out of it because of the oncoming cars. Yeah. At 5.0, 300 and I think it's 375 horse from factory, which probably realistically is 350 to the wheels. My numbers are probably off because I don't have a book in front of me and Google, for fuck's sake. But that's what I remember anyways. Somewhere around 375, and that's crank horsepower. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the video. Click like, click subscribe, give me the thumbs up, share. Alright, so we're going to get in the truck here, and I want to show you a quick something. This is a 2016. As I said before, it does have the Sync 3. So with Sync 3, you know, there's a lot of good and bad. The thing that I hate the most is if a cell phone and a laptop and tablets and all that, you can move stuff all over the screen wherever you want. You can't do that on these, and I don't understand why. Maybe they're worried it's a distraction. I'm not, yeah, I have no idea. So one of the things I want to show you is I went through some sort of test mode, which I'll show in a later video, and I can go into testing settings. Once I'm in here, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I have no idea what the hell it is. I really don't care. But what I like is the radio theme. I can make it the theme of the Ford GT, the Ford ST, I can do Ford Classic, Ford Mustang, Ford Raptor, Shelby, Shelby R. Oh, wait. There's Lincoln. Alright. So I like the Lincoln Black Label. There you go. And now my radio looks exactly like the Sync 3 does in a Lincoln Black Label. The only thing is, unless I go in with ForeScan, when I shut the truck off, it's going to go back to the way it was before. However, the coolest thing ever is when you actually shut the truck off. And open my door. Oh yeah. Now, it may seem stupid to some, but I think that's pretty much the coolest thing I've ever seen. So now here when we turn it back on, back to the way it was before. So just that was something cool to show you, and then I'll show you how I got into the test settings and got that to display on my screen. Catch up with you in a little bit. So that red truck in front of us there, that is a 13th gen F-150. I'm gonna guess that's either a Lariat. Well, it's probably a Lariat. Look at the tail lights. See how there's two bars of red, top and bottom? That's an LED. Well, it just went off. You must have it on the auto setting. That has the full LED tail lights. My truck does not have that, and it also looks like he has Bliss, which is the blind spot monitoring system. Other than that, still has a chrome package on it. Not sure if that's four-door. I can't quite tell without looking down the side of it. I think that is a four-door, the Super Crew. When it comes to colors, you know, the red is a nice color. It really is. I have the magnetic, which I love the silvery metal look. Plus, it's a hell of a lot easier to make it look clean. All I ever used to have were black vehicles. See, okay, there you could get a good shot of the LED brake lights. Truck, I can convert to those with an adapter kit, and I'm pretty sure the adapter kit run you a couple $100, and the taillights themselves, shit, they're expensive to buy brand new. You're talking a few $100 there too. It's probably I don't know, I thought they were somewhere between $400 and $500 for the taillights. And then until you buy the adapter, so that's a pretty expensive modification. I like my taillights the way they are. If Anzo ever finishes the Gen 2 LED taillights, then I'll definitely get those. The Gen 1 that they have, everybody bitches about how far they stick out from the body, and they do. They look pretty shitty. But if they don't come out with anything new, that's what I'm going to go with. Because Anzo thus far has a great reputation with their lights on these 13th gen Fords. So I just came upon that truck and thought I'd show you that and explain a little bit of the difference there between the LED taillights and the halogen taillights.